know anything because all
I don't need the
went
proof for it. I
completely
just
wrong.
know.
So,
I just know it's going to be good.
This has to be the exact opposite for both of the teams.
And considering how much BBL gets praised for their in-game knowledge, Vlad in combination with Suchny on the preparation side of things, it could be that kind of easy travel. But obviously both parties had exactly the kind of preparation that you were asking for. Their compositionally haven't changed, the issue that we talked about. So I don't know how much is going to be on the anti-stride side of things.
The thing is that we're going to see Akute being excessively aggressive with that Omen, with the TPs, especially on B.
I mean, yeah, V1 and G2.
And prioritize now that they're playing without a single duelist. It's not going to be the typical head-to-head. It's going to be more about Nuke trying to shut him down, just like Nivera was doing on the side of Keiko, for example. The same way, Giants going back to that stage. We know that against Fnatic they decided to play without her. Then
Giants playing the boring comp. I think this is so fine.
So seeing Nuke also settling down.
It gives us a good mix up from the Harbor stuff. I remember watching this before. I remember watching this before, and he really plays this like a duelist.
Knowing that the chances of playing Ascent, it is quite low, so I can't wait to see if they can secure this first map. Now, we got all of the tech calls out of the way.
How are you done with your ranking already?
By your casters, that we're going to have none of them later today, and if we do, you can blame them. Of course, it is Pansy and Hypok.
Damn, Sue, just straight cold. Just blame us, I guess. But yes, thank you for your patience at home and here in the venue. Of course, we kind of
13-3, damn.
As it's kind of the talk of the table, right?
You get the Pampok.
Giants sitting kind of
I thought they were doing the K-Corp game.
Spot as it stands.
Maybe,
kind of everyone tied up around that
maybe I'm wrong.
loss sort of marker.
Unless they're doing both today.
But Michael, my worries happen when I look towards BBL
Did you see Existence also wants to be a coach? Dude, where's he been for like the past 2 years?
Claimed, actually,
he'll be good though.
To come out and play Fnatic and Na'Vi.
Absolutely.
In terms of expectations, you can kind of write those off. They're out of the way now, so if anything, you know, BBL, we should trend upwards now. Yes. If there's potential here, and actually, I ride that Fnatic result quite heavily.
He had a wrist injury, right?
Hope for BBL because that's probably the biggest numbers we would have expected to see. To see actually how Fnatic have performed other teams, and actually BBL go toe-to-toe with that. Roster differences aside, yes, still a massive positive for me. Left with the same sort of question, though, that we have for a few other teams, which is, when do we see something from BBL in terms of a positive, in terms of the victory? Because there are lots of things to discuss with this team. Obviously, Kushner being the highlight for me. I think you look at the head-to-heads, and even in these previous losses, like, he's going even with, like, Durka.
All right, let's tune in for this. We've got Giants on defense, BBL on attack. I think the sound actually feels all right. I could maybe lower this a little bit. I'll put this on 90, and then maybe I can up it if need be.
I'm still not sold on it.
Okay. Talk to me as to why.
In terms of how Giants are playing this, just giving up B and just making sure they got the wall. So you're going to see Sage play super passive on this one. Why Omen? They basically play it like a duelist. You'll see. It's actually... It's the most obvious that it's meant to be filling the duelist roles. They go for some mad plays.
Compositions. But for me, it's just better to see it in terms of comfort, in terms of impact.
It's true.
Actually going to open this one up. It's a little lackluster. If you look at the minimap here, there's real contact actually to follow up on B.
Omen op, sometimes maybe on defense, but oh man, respect. They tried to boost over the planter. That is the wall gun though, so that was a little bit bold. Yeah, makes this one a lot harder.
Pretty deep, no one really posting up much further. A couple towards yellow, and the rest kind of sitting a little bit further away. So, retake time for Giants. Vitinho, Cloud.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of people get away with some crazy stuff at the moment on Omen.
Two players by yellow, but it's Brave doing well, finding Cloud. The push through from Vitinho gets found, and now just Hoodie. This has been very nice
my, how on earth did he manage to win that? How's he got on top of here as well? Did he go top site? He must have gone top site and then gone across here. Yeah, let's get a replay on that one.
Making use of those walls, catching an unexpected angle on top of yellow. Again, a real lack of utility.
Yeah, must have gone top side across the wall.
For BBL to play off, I think the paranoia probably the only notable piece to make use of here.
Damn, maybe Aslan should have got that kill. Now I'm watching that replay.
Again, unfortunately, just to come back to that same...
yeah, he's not going to be happy with that one.
Really. In terms of, especially the early round, we're looking for that impact in terms of opening rounds up.
Not a maybe. I'm trying to be nice.
It is.
Okay, so heavy armor as well. Heavy armor. And in terms of this, it could actually farm a lot of bit here. We'll see.
There's the early contact made. Not
Giants to Tokyo.
completely indicative
They're
of
definitely making it look
that
like
next step, but certainly going to ring a couple of alarm bells, but we still see the
they look
similar
pretty
look
good.
on the other side. Sushni still attempting to kind of keep attention drawn towards that A site.
I was just about to say, you kind of
Okay, I wonder how Rhyme's going to play. Oh, okay,
this is a trend that
interesting.
continues.
I was going to say, I wonder how
Already
Rhyme's
here,
going to use this.
Rhyme showing a decent
Yeah, they just do the aggro wall,
timings when that contact is taken
and
by
then they can
only
just kind of
Sushni.
just buy a lot of time for this
Towards A,
rotate to
that
come in.
wall
So we'll
goes
keep
up
an eye on the
immediately
rotate.
on default.
Are they even going to
It's a
break
lovely
this
way to
wall
buy
in
time.
time?
As you noted, even
Yeah,
the
I don't
slow
think they're
going
going to get a
towards
plant
the backside
here.
of Yellow as well. Going to basically keep BBL locked into this, not even allowing much of a plant potential to come in. So all rotations are now here. Yes, they left
Giants
Victor's
overbought?
Cloud
Nah,
a
it's
little
literally
bit deeper
just
towards A, but it's perfectly
full.
fine, and just diving into utility.
It's
Not
just a
gonna go
full
well for
buy,
Kushner.
and they're not really caring too much
Mangled
about the
down.
bonus, right? They just want to make sure they
Okay, and
secure
that's
this, and then
the
whatever
next
guns they
one
keep
side
in,
of
they'll just
Gonna need to hit
pretty
some
much
shots
just have
here if
them.
they want any sort of redemption.
I mean,
Not gonna
look at
happen.
that.
5
That's so nice. We're going to have
standing
one
for
armor
Giants.
rebuy.
Start.
I imagine this won't be. And that's a really good start for them.
Bulldogs. Rifle, a scope as well in the hands of Fatinho. Obviously going to ride that through to try and get the operator
Fatinho? Okay, he's going to keep this.
Possible.
So we're going to the 4x. BBL with the light armor,
Curious if the same
so
trend now
2-9 on
carries
top of
across
this.
into
If they
buy
get a plant, you might see them buy next round, but at the moment, as it stands, they won't. So yeah, important round for
I
them.
need to have a little bit more impact there. Again, he's been outdone twice.
I mean, any value at all, not necessarily kills, some information to relay
Why
across.
can't teams full eco? The problem with full ecoing in this is like you just give the other team too much, right? You give them a head start, most likely you're not going to kill like any or maybe a few. So their ult economy flows heavy, and their normal economy flows heavy, and their ult economy. And honestly, you just give them too much of a way in. You want to do a lot of damage, especially when teams are doing this thing where they're buying rifles all the time. You really want to get some of these kills, get some of the rifles out, and make sure that at least going into the second round. Look at this turret. At least into the second round, your buy is better than this.
Seen the Sova, but Kushner's quick.
Oh,
Does manage to capitalize on towards Cloud, but with Rhyme there, again, time being purchased. Can
at least they got the trade. The call came to leave site as well, and he just got caught there. That's a huge kill. Okay, this is going to be a really hard retake, especially when they have the wall at front going for default plant, fighting over towards site as well. That's interesting to note. We'll keep an eye if they decide to start changing up their plant and fall back a little bit. But what the hell is that? What the hell is that last kill? That's Valorant for you.
They'll be happy enough with that. At least they get one on the board now.
Yeah, curious to see actually the timing of the drone to come through from Cloud there. I think the
yeah, he just got a little bit unlucky in terms of the drone over towards this. Just a little bit unlucky with the jump peak.
Like I said, even with the wall, not able
That's why you always break 2 bits of the wall. Yeah, pretty much.
Again, at that point, a little bit of hesitation, maybe reconsidering.
It's a prime example.
Retreating away from sight. Nice clean up from Turco, though.
Yeah, clean.
Keep things attached to this. Again, we did note operator going to be in play here for Fatinho, and he's going hunting on the rope.
Damn, okay.
How much does he hear? Note how
yeah, this is that's strong.
Sushi's just sleeping in this one. He's been bullied
yeah,
and broken in the first
honestly, didn't even consider this could be a thing. In terms of this round, can't buy. They are going for light armor, so technically this would be a 2-2 on top of this. Okay, yeah, we'll just say can't buy. So yeah, big round for them. And then on the other side, 2 people as well. So yeah, huge round at the moment.
It's been a clear intent. It's been something they've been looking towards for the last couple of rounds. And once again,
okay, so they lose a person. Alarm bot middle, no pressure. You can hold heavy here with 2. Pretty much just call this Som now these days.
Position will be noted by back of Yellow, but he's not alone.
Oy,
He's got
oy.
a nasty little angle. Should be able to at least call the cross, if not pressure. Let's see if Brave, Kushner can get away, and actually Brave predicts it somehow. Hoodie holds strong though towards the back of Yellow. Has to be careful, and is Hoodie playing it perfectly.
Damn,
That's
dude.
Gorgeous from Hoodie. No sweat, 1 by 1 they come.
Oh, okay. The impact from Hoodie at the moment is mad.
Absolutely
3 on the pistol, he gets 4 here. I tell you what, chat, something that's pretty good, and just from him, maybe they looked at demos. When he played Yellow last time, he got killed twice by getting util out. So like, see this kill here? Old Hoodie would have instant mollied. I love that they look back at their VODs and they just told him like, just literally keep your gun out the whole time when you're here. That's pretty cool. Shake 707 with the prime. Thank you so much, mate. Dude, 11 months, Shake. Thank you for that, man. Chat, let's get some slugs in. Oh, I can do this now. Nice. Okay, like we said, it forced them down to a low buy, but the low buy is pretty good.
So they're going
just
back
aim
over
diff.
towards
Yeah,
that
it was
similar look
strong.
on A. No, looks adjusted.
Back over towards June,
I think
actually.
Hoodie's still one of my underrated
This is
players.
different. This is new. Keeping it fresh. Turret's going to find quite a bit of information off the back of that, but Nuki the one to respond first. But there's plenty of players here. They're putting full faith in Fitinho to hold down A. Feels no pressure once again, so this should be
I feel like every time people have asked me that question, I normally put his name in here.
What can BBL do? Oh dear, right through the wall,
Damn, that
Nuki.
was strong.
Given that,
Yeah, drone came in, I'm pretty sure. Could have been a recon, but
Brave's trying to lead this push through to try and get some progress towards the Viper's ult, I think.
okay, definitely was the drone.
We'll be tested once again. Hoodie this time, not up to it, but Cloud will find two. Brave and that slam will fall.
The spike almost feels unrecoverable here. Yeah, Nuki hyper aware that someone could still be around Kitchen, unable to clear it fully, waiting for that push back. And Giants look unfazed by
they're
this.
taking
Really
tons.
comfortable, even though it was a very uncomfortable
They
round
are taking
potentially.
tons.
Potentially here for
Have a
Sushi.
res
I
if
don't
they
know what
want
he
it.
can do, because he's gonna need
Money's
them to
kind of low, so I would understand it
feed
if
at this
at the end
point.
of this they wanted to res,
60
but we'll
HP.
see.
Spike deep behind the site itself.
Cloud spotted him as well.
I don't think he's going to get much play on this. Swing on the turret.
Nice setup from
Lovely.
them, good
Very
patience.
safe at the end there from Giants.
Res.
Again, impressed with them.
No,
They look
okay.
calm. They look composed.
Great clearance from Cloud as well with the drone. To find that tag, make it a freebie for Nuki. There's no real opportunity for any response to come back through from this wallbang. Like I said, I think that Brave initially is 2 away from the Viper's pit. They make this kitchen
Hoodie,
push. He's
yeah.
the one leading with the rifle.
It makes a lot of
He's trying
sense.
to get that
We
one kill and then
trialed,
find the plant
we
set up
trialed
for-
him before Yumpy as well.
Again, we know what that Viper's pit
Like
looks
before
like
Yumpy
through
was
the
switching,
hallway.
we trialed Hoodie. It was only 2 days, I think.
Here, but,
He was really good.
We're one off the lockdown, one off the Hunter's Fury. Viper's pit available here. TP for Kushner.
Does it make it? Ah.
Yeah,
Okay, that's nice.
Nuki
So that's
also
the normal,
aware.
that's the normal molly that
And
kills
to be
that.
fair,
So
when we look at
that's
this
pretty cool. The
Giants
Giants have
roster,
looked
I do
into
wanna
their
highlight
potential
they are
default
one
as
of those
well.
big prospect teams
And yeah,
from
they
us
just
on,
know
like
that they
Cloud
throw
and
that
Neo
all the
was that
time.
kind of
So I like
up-and-comer
that. Looks like
everyone
Giants
was
have done
looking
some
towards
work
after
into
really
this.
stellar performances. You've got arguably one of the best players as well in the form of Nuki in this. It's just see if they will really come together. And certainly, to be said, Rhyme, Hoodie, no slouches in that way. So
Odin,
let's see
too
how this
many,
roster continues going forward. As said, sitting
too many
around
traces for that
mid-table,
one.
but has the potential of going certainly deeper
Okay.
than that. And there is
Dude,
that
put a
lockdown.
lot of ults
Both
into this one.
sides.
Yeah, and actually trying to cut off any angle back under
That's pretty
ball
cool,
rotation through from
because this
screen
is
to
the
Viper's
angle
pit.
that they
Nuki's walking
have
into
to
it
stay
here.
in. It's a nice
Starts with death,
counter
and
ult.
actually will be punished for it, yeah. Rhyme desperate to try
Damn,
and
yeah,
find a
I kind of
response
like
here.
this. They forced them into this area,
Will be able to slip through.
and then he
That
spammed
dark
this
can't
corner
take
as
him.
well.
Yeah,
Oh
there's no
my.
escape here for Brave.
What a dart from Cloud.
That is
Take
crazy.
him when you get him like that. And that's completely removed any of that danger from middle.
I
thought
kinda
that was
like
maybe
the
where
strat from
next gonna
BBL,
apply
but
this from.
Yeah.
with the res coming in,
They're so
Okay.
quick to fight for it that actually they benefit from getting straight back to 5 standing.
that is a
That's
huge
perfect, though.
kill
Finding
that
Hoodie
potentially
towards
just
the back,
changed the
but at least
whole
allow
round.
one without too much strain. Should go down, and it has. Let's look at that post-plant capability. How much do they have here?
Well, unless Turco gets a kill, nothing. They got a paranoia and a recon. That's
Yeah,
about it.
it's a hard retake, especially with this
Alright,
Omen
well,
flash.
Aslan's done well enough with just the Bulldog. It's still Aslan holding this down. He is desperate to get around on the border. 1v2 required for Fitinho now. Found the first from it being a third. The
Damn, okay,
pre-fire
nice round from
Aslan.
Aslan. Made up for the pistol whiff.
Carving out a round for themselves. BBL
Does pick up the AWP.
needed some of that.
Talking about it. No one wanted it.
Felt very laboured on the way in there. And Giants unable to really close the gap.
Yeah, I like this strat.
Unfortunately,
This was
no
kind of
snake
cool.
bites, obviously,
The
combo
cool
with
thing about
that, and
this,
Cloud, like,
so
only
basically
wants
the whole plan around
Cloud
this
comes through.
is basically they use the middle here.
Nice intention. I mean,
Before this
it's
recon hit him,
heartbreaking to
they actually
be a
spammed.
Viper player to just
I'll wait
catch
till we
the
get into the
dart
round
like
and
that.
I'll draw it up. So there was like an
Certainly couldn't
original
even get
plan
picked
here,
by him,
and then they got a
sticks
little
to
bit
him.
fortunate with
No chance of getting away there.
with the push through middle.
Again, I like the setup. The lockdown
So
obviously
the
forces
original
that
plan was
player on
that they
connected to
Viper ult,
either
it leaks over
consider
into
retreat
this
back towards
area.
kitchen
They do their
or away
Killjoy
to
ult,
Snowman,
and there's
so
just
there's
this
an
little
absolute guarantee that
cubby where I'm just going to color in the
forces
square
people
so you
back
guys
into
see
a
it.
position where they can't
So there's this
press
little
that
cubby
default
that they
plant.
sit in, and
Nice
the
setup
plan
for
is that
BBL.
literally they walk through this,
That's a
and then he
receiver
just
return
spams this when there's like
attempt
1
towards the
second
side, though.
left,
They're
right? And he just
really
spams all the way
lost out
through
quite
and
a
just
few
gets to the
times
little
early into
corner
this
where they're
game.
going to be safe. Potentially,
Pressure
Nukia
working
felt it,
quite
and that's
well.
why he went for the walk into the actual ult itself. But either way, I kind of like that from BBL. That's it's a cool way to use both of the
Actually,
ults
gonna do well
together.
enough. Puts Fitinho in a bad spot there. Sushi's going to find it. Rhyme trying to do the dodge. Does well. There's still
Damn,
Cloud
that's a
here.
lot of HP
Damage
done.
that comes through though.
Yeah, they're
Brave and
down
Aslan,
low.
I think both tagged off the same spray.
I mean, potentially. I didn't even see where that would have come from. Okay, one heal does go down.
Could have been
so
a
Brave will at
shock,
least be
but
posted up a little bit better
it's
here.
way too much
Able to maybe
damage.
take a fight and live.
Had to have been some
Cloud
kind of
gonna be allowed to
spray.
be played
Oh
into
man.
this. They've got to check this. First one falls. That's Brave now gone. Aslan to
Oi.
what a snap! Cloud, that's the hot
How does he
prospect people are
deliver
looking out
every
for. This
single
young gun,
game?
mechanically gifted, but now
He is
Sushi
by far been the
feeling
MVP.
hunted, feeling hounded. He's
And
dead.
he gets a
Cloud.
little recon at the end
Big
for the
round from
4th.
him.
He
Crazy
looks
stuff once
great.
again. He has been
Like he actually
solid
looks great.
for
Cloud,
Giants, even in
consistent,
their current record
consistently
against
like
EMEA. I think still performing as
impact,
a top
top
10
fragging,
overall
kind of
on
top
this role.
fragging. Maybe not all the games, but
It's been a joy to watch.
Certainly has
I mean,
been.
people singing his praises, obviously from that lock-in appearance as well. Just to step onto a stage like that and still
now
maintain
Cloud is underrated.
that
I don't know. We're
consistency.
starting to see how good Cloud is.
Even here, baited it perfectly. Somebody else shoots the dart for him.
Is that what he does,
Perfectly
Durka?
timed.
Durka, do you know if he gets the same one each time, or does he like mix it up?
Yeah, great to see him continuing that form. There's a couple of times you'll see maybe a player have a one good event in an offline performance. You know, just
It's
have
the
that
same one
hand
every
just
time.
kind of
Oh, he
super
mixes
fun.
up?
See
Okay,
him going into
nice.
the regular season
Damn,
here
that's
out in
sick.
EMEA and continuing
Little
that trend.
treat beforehand.
Very impressive. And hope to see more of that. Again, when you look curious, when you look at I'd say Giants as a collective, do you see them as just that mid-table team? Would you put them a little bit higher up? Where would you put them? Wow, they're all at it.
This is kind of sus. Yeah, for me, the Giants, there's a lot of potential there. It's one of the ones you look at and on paper, you talk about where the peak lies with that roster.
Oh,
I don't think,
terrifying
I
peak.
still don't
That's
think
how you
we're
have to get
even
them
close
warm.
to that,
No,
but,
no.
That's how you make the little.
definitely one of the ones with
I don't
the
even
most
know what it is
potential to
inside.
really actually start chipping away at what we would argue the usual
seeds,
suspects at the
the
top.
I don't know what it is.
Whether or not that does come to fruition later on in the season, we'll have to wait and
Seeds,
see.
beads.
Again, there's still concerns.
And
right?
chat,
It's
hand warmers
some
are
of
the best thing
some of the
ever.
matchups you should expect to be seeing.
They're
much
incredible.
closer. We're talking about obviously Nuki being probably as consistent as Cloud,
God's
even
sake.
all the way back to the G2 days.
Roll it
But
back.
there's something that just doesn't.
What I
click
think is
sometimes
pretty
with Giants.
cool
It's
is
so hard to
now
really-
BBL have kind of realized that they've been
quantify it, yeah.
shooting this
Yeah.
molly that's been part of their
Okay.
default the whole
Nice,
time. So
adjustment
they're
here.
now trying to go up and break this as well. This is a cool dart that we just see on the minimap
See
now.
if they force the same
It can
reaction
only
out
get
of
shot
Giants.
from this
This is
area,
something we
right?
saw
It
them
can
last
clear
time
out this
try and
area
do
and it
that
can only
and
get
play
shot
through
from
the
this
pitch and
area here.
really
So it's a really cool recon.
scatter
Can't get
them
shot from
around,
anywhere
but
on site, but it also doesn't scan any of sight.
seen
So
this
it's just a
kind of
pure
toying with the
recon to clear out
rotations yet.
yellow. So what that
No
did
front
is that
line
made
really from
that pushed
Giants
them
here,
off
so
from
it's
holding
Cloud
this angle.
with a much
Now when they put
deeper
the wall up with this
Alvo
recon, when
here.
they scanned him, creates
bit
a
of
big
space
question
between
mark
him
and they
and
didn't
Nuki,
even
but
have to go anywhere
you
close
obviously
to
have
it.
the benefit
That's
of
why we
the
see
Hunter's
3
Fury to
people
buy a
here.
little
So this has
time
been a
on that
really
initial
cool round
drop.
at the
He
moment
only
in
saw
terms of
Sushi,
BBL.
I think, with that.
Yeah, which tells them nothing considering the early rounds.
So yes, he does have Hoodie here as well with him for Cloud. But again, yeah, they didn't pull the trigger on that full rotate just yet, and Cloud's going to be noted. Has to fall away from this spam. Wonders of damage, look at them. Aslan down low, Brave took a boatload of damage in the swing, and a valid
Oi.
attempt. Cloud gets two
Oh, God.
of them. Turco and Aslan go down.
Damn.
Post this and
That
hope
was
for the
sick.
best. And now down to the last two. They need to get that plant down to at least get time on their side. Oh, Brave, you're lucky to be standing. 43 HP. Cushin's got to go huge in this, Mike. There's no other way they go around this, and the timing is there for the first. Okay, needs a little more. He's
Oh.
going to try.
Oh,
and
I
there's
thought
too
there was a
many
chance
bodies,
there.
but Brave still trying to fight this one out.
Yeah, this
There's
one's a bit
just
too much.
simply too
Again,
many
nice round
targets
from
to
Cloud.
handle.
Good ult.
And it's
I
Giants
thought the idea
again,
from BBL was really
continuing
cool.
where they left off the
I
back
thought it
of
was
that
really, really
timeout.
cool.
Great clearance as well from Giants just to throw, making sure that everybody has two enemies.
I was
to shoot
surprised
at.
that when they saw
Timing's
the
perfect. Nuki's
molly,
even conscious there of alert
that they
coming back
didn't
through from
think
mid.
that it would be a turret here. 'Cause I don't
Good
know.
spot as well from him.
I can't be
Yeah,
super
Cloud
mad at it. Either way,
almost
it was a nice
overstaying
round.
as well. Couldn't get pinged by the recon, but
The recon to
maybe the
push him
back
off the
up.
angle
I
was
think
really
actually
cool.
on the back of the spray. That's why Cloud gets a 2 for 1. I think it was just off the one. Yeah, it was.
That's it.
Oi, that's a nice replay. EMEA has some banging replays.
Yeah, not rewarded with the
I'll
kill
give
on
the
that spam,
replay
but
guy
definitely
his props.
set Cloud up.
Very nice. 6-2. Got to start seeing answers from BBL now. Yes, still able to get a purchase. Do they have any ult to play with? Aslans. But again, they need to find that impact.
Is that sarcasm? No, the replays here are like better than all the other regions, in my opinion.
3 players at the start, almost 4 there. Kushner again, off on his walkabouts this time. Does he get better access? Last time around, basically fumbled and found by that
Okay, yeah. So
utility in play.
it's so, Chad, do you know how mental it is that one
Still
little
noted off the
like
back.
one little round, right?
Ooh,
Just
I
shooting that
think Mario will help.
shooting
Right,
the molly
actually
at the
pop
beginning
over
has
that
just
way.
changed everything up. now they feel like they have to go kitchen a lot more. It's pretty cool. This is feeling like that round that they tried to do before, though, where there were 3 people here and they got scanned by their drone.
Alleviating that pressure from kitchen,
It's a
but
big
Vitinho
kill.
feels safe. He can slip back towards B long. No pressure noted there yet. Turco might give away the game in that fact, but the spike will be down.
He has so much to do. Oh,
Looks a
that's
little
unlucky.
screwed here, if I'm honest. I don't know how much he's going to be able to achieve. He is surrounded. There's nowhere he can really.
Yeah,
fall
Turco's
back to.
doing really good
He
and
needs
does
the
not
rest of his team to
overplaying his hand here.
No one's giving them chance.
Really finally trying to get something done. Suchny actually finding his 3rd on the round now.
What a round,
Damage
though.
4th as well, and Kushner there
What
to
a
clean
round.
it up.
Yeah, I like this change up. He gets ult as well into the next round, so
Finally now,
could see something with that.
Again, you can see Ryan desperately
Cloud
trying to
have
bait some
his? No,
footsteps
okay.
as well. Unfortunately caught by the paranoia, which I guess is to
Yeah,
flash off
frag
and
an
play
IGL.
contact off it, or not entirely sure on that one. It still worked out.
It worked. So we'll say it's wonderful. But I like that little adjustment there from
Yeah, the
Suchny.
timing on
Just
this
to
was
kinda come
nice
through
as
that
well.
lower side of the tube, get that
Just
pressure.
made sure the kitchen went in fast and then swung around the corner.
Oh,
I actually
wow.
think
Completely
BBL
unaware of the
like BBL's look
possibility
really
of
nice on
being
this
mid
half.
there.
I think they're almost a little bit unlucky
Maybe
to
just,
not have more rounds in
I guess
this.
swinging off Rhymes comms there. And blind cover for me or something.
All right,
The
Vitinho,
pistol for sure.
Walkabouts, here we go.
I felt like
Now,
probably
bear
should
in
have been
mind,
theirs.
Kushner is a little ahead. Have to see if Vitinho
Yeah,
checks
I
on
watched
this
it, Lewis.
potential.
It was cool. It was really cool.
Spammed out.
I
He's
think
feeling
there's a lot more
very
you can
seen.
do with it
Spots
as well.
Brave. None the
But I
wiser
liked a
about
lot of
Kushner
how you
actually
used
giving
it,
away his
especially on
life.
defense.
Yeah, interesting. Again, has challenged here, re-challenged here by Vitinho. Kushner will fall this time around.
Audacious to go back for a
Yeah.
second attempt.
I mean, he was not punished on the first.
Knockdown.
I think initially, actually, yeah, that push from Vitinho is to try and deny this.
I wonder
Little
what
bit
they're
of a
going to go
gap.
for, if they just go for a G2 plant or if they try and take more of sight.
Away from
It's cool to
Giants,
see
who's
they have a molly for the corner. They've definitely had a
play
lot of
there.
thought into their killjoy stuff.
Early
And again, I
utility
would
set out
expect
as
that,
well.
but
No real damage
this is
done
a
just yet.
fast
The
retake
Vipers
though.
there, invested all the way from rafters.
Yeah, that's going to note at least one as well on the ping from the dark
Ow,
Cloud.
man.
Striding in,
my.
gets 2
How is
massive
Cloud getting
kills.
2 though?
Putting it all in the
And
hands of
Hoodie put
Turco,
in
and
the
it's just
Xerxia
not
ult as
enough.
well
In the
for the
blink of an
retake.
eye.
That
It's kind
looked
of
like
nice,
they'd
yeah.
at least
They
have a chance at this post-plant
feel
setup,
very
but it just got
prepped. The calling's been
deleted
good. They're all on the same page.
I mean, the Vipers bit comes through as soon as the
We've
lockdown
actually seen a
expires.
lot of nice
Yeah.
stuff at the
The
moment.
Giants are just ready to funnel
Yeah,
back out inside
Cloud
it.
getting 2 there is
Fair.
mad.
I mean,
Also,
look at
this
the
guy
time,
got a
there's
little
24
bit unlucky
seconds
with his
left.
timing turn in the
Even after
corner.
that spike being planted. You can't even really say catching BBL off guard. Nobody was set up for that.
Got a few things up your sleeve? Yeah, I like that.
Timing this, yeah, just beautiful. Cloud, once again,
Yeah.
this man is monstrous to watch. Yeah, Giants, if they can really start coming together as a collective, it is such a tantalizing prospect for this team. Certainly could kind of get them away
Okay,
from that
last 2
sixth spot.
rounds.
We'll see, though. That's
In
yet to be
terms of the
noted.
money,
It's
everyone's
only map
fine
one.
because they can buy light
This
armor.
is BBL's choice, however.
This might be...
Not gonna look towards
They
middle
would
this
get
time.
reset to
So on the
1-9,
outside, Cloud
honestly.
putting some shots down range, hoping
I
to
say they'll be
capture
fine,
a
but these
little
2 would
bit of
have to take a
something.
bit of a hit.
And an adjustment of the turret too, so a little bit of a different setup here.
Maybe even some
Giants
basic
jerseys are
business.
always so sponsory.
Challenge outside A.
Yeah, I mean, you got to make the money
Giants
somehow in esports.
Obviously drifting into a deeper hold. Maybe even now going to play off some of the utility. Throw another curveball at BBL.
Yeah, he was in Na'Vi. He was definitely one of the standouts in Na'Vi, but everyone heavy focused on SSK.
Well, say earlier, it's 45
But Cloud
seconds
was
left on the clock.
honestly
BBL
very
even try and
consistent.
Commit to this plant here. Yeah, they do.
Trying it.
Okay,
This
they get
is
a
pretty dangerous,
G2
actually.
plant.
It's very dangerous.
but
Let's see how many get caught.
That
tell.
is a
Cloud's in the way.
nightmare.
But he
That is
knows
an
Kushner,
absolute
no
nightmare.
gun in his hand this time. He gets away from it too. Gonna reset the tempo here. And the
Oh,
spike is
man.
knocked down.
30 seconds left.
This fell apart so fast.
The second wave
Honestly,
of
everything
BBL
had been
getting
really
out
high
of
level
ball
up
as well.
until this.
'Cause
This
Cloud
was like the
actually got in
one
there,
kind of...
and he got his ultimate online. That's why Giants have reset so deep.
Oh,
I can't call it
wow.
that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Just gonna go through the motions. Actually gets
This is
tag
like the
on
one
Brave
bad
2
I've
Braves.
seen.
Dead and buried. 13 seconds now. BBL running out of chances to get the spike down. Finally planted, but it's down to a 2v2. Rhyme and
The
Cloud.
recovery is
Cloud
pretty
on
decent,
a
yeah.
heater in this game. Sushni and Turco on the other side though, stacked up together.
Yeah, they're playing good together.
Take the fight to
That's a
Cloud, and it
huge
works
kill.
out well. Ryan with the trade, but can he
At least
find
he
the
knows where he
last?
is. Nice reposition.
With the adjust.
They're going to meet each other here.
Trying to find it, the timing, the wall goes up. Rhymes on the
Damn,
he gets denied.
impact from the IGL
Sushi
as well.
holds
He's getting him
off this
2
and
rounds in.
BBL
That's
give
nice.
themselves a
That's a
little
good
bit of
recovery. This is a
buffer now.
2v4.
Yeah, it's a beautiful attempt from Giants. Like I said,
think.
the fact that Cloud gets his ultimate up and immediately everybody resets, plays a little deeper. It's a shame. Actually,
Maybe it was 3.
Into a 2v2.
3v4? Yeah, okay.
BBL forced into a very, very uncomfortable position.
Oh, it's two
Yeah,
players,
two
yeah.
detained there.
Actually, it was 3v3, right?
Wow.
Maybe it wasn't as bad as I thought.
He almost made it possible.
Yeah. It's just a shame
Yeah, it's
as
a
well
nice
that
recovery
Ryan
for how bad
can't
that
really
situation
regroup
was.
and they can't stack up.
Alright, last round. Are they here to break it? Sage looks like they broke it.
All over the top of Tube as well.
Yeah,
I
so
mean, the
again,
Manaswarm
no
actually
pressure.
missing for the turret here, doing a ton of damage.
Like we said, 2 of them would have to take a hit. Hoodie super isolated. They will have a res, but wait, how did they get this kill from top side?
Right this time. Aslan chipping away at them. Nookie.
Damn.
That was sharp from Kushner.
It's a nice recovery in the end.
This should be comfortable. Cloud, yes, a hero, sure, but a 1v5
I love
basically at this point.
See this round, we
Would
saw
be a
this
lot.
before where they like smoke. They smoke heaven, and then because of the wall, there's like a little. My things.
As well.
Because of the wall, there's like a little section of the smoke they can be in.
Okay, they've
really
given
cool.
themselves a little
Yeah,
bit
it's
of
nice.
something.
It was a
here.
nice
5
half.
rounds to play with.
I feel like they should have won pistol as
How do
well.
you feel
So
about these 5 rounds? Let's kind of recap what we've seen here, because I feel like overall I was very impressed with Giants throughout this. Was that enough from BBL? Any indicators that you like seeing?
I mean, for sure, to come out of this
That's
half
how it
of 5
goes
rounds
down.
almost feels like a blessing for BBL.
it's kind of cool though. I guess that's the only way that your mate going into the
At
smoke is
least
gonna
early on
die.
in the defense here, I'm glad that BBL kind of cleaned a few things up. They didn't really allow Sushni to be punished any further. A couple of times, almost trying to
Flew home
Giants
already.
into
Yeah,
that
it was a
Lucky
flying
Coutinho
visit.
wasn't punished in that previous round. He
I'm
actually gets
home. I'm
away with
home for a
finding
little
first
bit now,
blood
which
even
is going to be
after
nice
that early challenge.
because it's been relatively hectic trying to stream them all and flying everywhere. Yeah, we'll go to the studio again, but it's most likely going to be like next year if I'm doing content stuff, and I want to try and plan it a bit better. So maybe I can do like a week with some people. We'll see.
Again, this
Maybe it's too greedy, I'm not sure.
As indicative as that one-sided game.
No, and I guess it does
There's a
quell
lot
some
of streamers from
concerns as well.
different
You talk
regions
about
that
the
will
Omen, obviously,
want the
the
boost as
defense
well.
is a little more different. Yes, still the ability to post up and find early engagements.
Honestly, maybe last chance qualifier. Maybe that's the thing. That's so far away. Yeah, I know. Maybe last chance qualifier. Let's keep it on this year. Maybe that's a chance.
To really actually excel in this role. So I'm hoping that's not going to be something that BBL aren't going to be able to handle.
Seen the update with Ascension? No, I haven't.
How it all started as well. And there's been some individual moments. Cloud to me sound like a broken record, but he is doing some seriously nasty work. So
Yo,
again,
Jimothy's a sub dude. Yeah, it's good to meet you as well, man. Thanks so much. Of course, man, of course. If there's games on, we're streaming.
Really opening rounds. See here, Giants just running through them the whole way through. Second half though.
Yeah, it's nice to see you as well. Bang it, it was cool. It was unexpected, but cool, man. Will I be watching NA tomorrow? Yeah, we got Pacific and NA tomorrow, or potentially tonight, depending on where you are.
I want to see them claim a map here.
For sure, yeah, and even just it's obviously Carmine Core and Na'Vi that both went fairly grueling overtimes, but they were split right down the middle. I mean, actually, the only real anomaly when you look back at the recent history is obviously Giants getting battered.
Prediction on this match? I mean, Giants will win. I just don't know if it's going to be a 2-0 or a 2-1.
Don't quote me on it, but
gonna erase it from my memory. Probably,
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, rather not remember.
Yeah.
But it's
Top 3 NA teams? Dude, I still don't know where to put Furia yet.
Which that's the composition where I think they toyed with the KO previously.
It's too hard with the top 4 in NA at the moment.
Kushner able to avoid the start. Only Hoodie down on lower challenge. Couple will drop from belt, but Soundcue will be given over.
Put them at number 1? Okay, maybe that's a bit too much. That's maybe a bit too far.
That's about all she
But honestly, if Khalil keeps playing like that, maybe. Right, in terms of who won the first pistol, Giants won the first pistol. Was a 1-on-2 from Hoodie. Let's see who can get the second one.
I've talked about this. Yeah, talked about this previously as well. It's always better for the turret to actually take contact than to, you know, use some utility to clear it.
This is interesting. Aslan doesn't have a wall for retake.
Away from rafters here. We try and set up with some utility.
He used it over towards B, so they get good info to try and push down middle. So at least they have a fast flank with it, though. I say fast flank, it's actually not that fast.
What's going to be the instigating player on this one? Coutinho going to avoid the paranoia. That's no problem. Drop down comes in. Cloud's gone missing. And now Coutinho gets deleted. Hoodie can't hold the line. And BBL bursting back on the site. Yes, you've got that deep flank as well. So
Ryan has to just go insane.
They need someone to save the day. And it's not going to be Rhyme. Nookie now the last one alive in a 1v3. Oh my word. Nookie made a damn good go.
There was a chance in that one. Okay, that's pretty cool. The one each for the pistol. We've got a real game on our hands. That's good. In terms of the NA stuff, yeah, I don't know. I actually don't know. The thing is, I can't put in a league format.
I guess some sort of pressure towards rafters.
I can't say that NRG aren't going to be in the top 3. It's the perfect format for them. So I have to put them in somewhere, and then with the other 3, I have no idea.
Interested to see how that goes down in the comms, but again, if you don't get caught by that paranoia in the position Coutinho's in, you want to stack up. You want to make sure that there's 2 pressure in that drop down. Maybe just thinking they're going to swing through the cloud burst. Again, you'd have to hear.
So in terms of how they're approaching this one, dude, just full armor, full buy. Just want to win this round and just to see what they can get into the next bonus. So yeah, we'll see how much damage Giants can do. Again, every single kill matters when this happens. They got no real safety nets in terms of like pistols or anything.
Out of the ordinary, particularly. Should be kept clean though. That is the precursor to this round that we always discuss. See how many they can keep alive for BBL. If there's any threats to be found, any opportunities to be had. It's only got to be easy though.
Let me put this in.
Well, Kyushin just set up with paranoia as well.
It's whiffy.
But it's very late actually. Turco's given across a weapon. Not retrieved just yet.
Yeah, this is
a very strange set piece to look at that with.
Yeah, because they're gonna hold heavy for this as well, and they managed to get the orb and they instantly book it out. They got early info in terms of what's clear, so they can run the whole way.
Again, you miss that opening engagement versus a sheriff, you give away the opportunity.
I think he might have needed to wait, but honestly, 40 HP probably should have got the kill.
And now Brave's got to hold the line. The rotations are still a little far away. Fortunately for him, has slowed it down a touch. Nookie though just going to step towards site. He wants in. Going to take a lot of chunk off the back of that. Does slip away though, just okay before the nano swarms or anything else really started to hinder his survival.
Tick in the box though on this round to get the plant down.
Yeah, imagine he gets a kill here and goes for an ult.
Willing to challenge.
Oh my god.
Chip damage is somewhat found. Okay, trying to swing off the back of the contact of the turret. They're trying their best on this one. They're making a damn good go of it.
Wall up.
Again, outgunned, outnumbered.
Nice shots, but
now,
walls up.
Looking
Wait,
out
nice
around,
shots
Cloud's
though.
still connecting, but the defuse, I don't
hey,
think
good
he can deny
damage.
no,
We like the damage here. Jesus.
Hey,
Three guns have to get rebought and an armor is a very good eco, considering they only had 3 sheriffs into it. I like the calling here as well. That's a good sign. Again, Rhyme's like a new caller, so still a bit of a question mark in terms of how he actually does calling wise, but this was a really good one. Instant decision when we got the kill. Knew that they were going to try and protect the gun heavy, and so there'd be a window over towards B. My only real thing was that Hoodie could have waited, but he also probably should have got the kill. So
it's all tied up here, but again, BBL now come into this. I mean, actually stretching Kushner onto a rifle.
Interested.
Curious.
Oh dear.
Nice
well,
shots.
that rifle's gone.
Nice. Okay, that's one way to start this up. So now just a bonus for BBL, so that they're going to see how much damage they can do. At the moment, not too much, literally 1 bullet.
It's the other thing as well, I was talking about this. Coutinho has so much freedom to get into position.
Ryan was IG on an NA team as well. I don't think so. I don't think so. But really maybe you lot will correct me, really but I don't think he was IGL in that Genji roster.
Punished off the rip, and actually nobody here from BBL. Those 2 early picks have caused a full rotation.
Was it Genji?
Aslan actually clearing down towards Tube though, so should have good timing on an early flank. Nookie hasn't got any utility set up just yet.
I thought it was I thought it was someone else IGLing. I'm like really confident as well. So.
But wide open plant here. This is very difficult for BBL to get back into, and that's where you question that purchase is.
Dude, if GMD's on that team, I'm telling you, GMD is calling over him.
Standing out, isn't it? Not looking so
Cloud is in
Cloud,
the spot.
left on an island, willing to put his life on the line for
Wait, this could go. Wow, what a shot! Oh, it wasn't him. Okay, I was gonna say. What?
They're gonna get a move on though. They've got to somehow break this back line, and that's the difficult part to this. They can try and do the damage, but they've got to get a move on. Aslan up and above, finds 2 of them, and now the 1v1, but time is not on his side. Needs to get back, needs to get to the side, needs to maybe get it towards half. He needs something. And he's decided not to.
Damn, nice damage. They're not winning this one, but
I don't think he's got the time.
No, he's not.
He definitely doesn't have the time at this point. Ooh, got way too close though, Mike.
Yeah, they went for the NA buy. So let's see what Kushner buys in this one. So it's a huge swing round at the moment. I'm pretty sure everyone can't buy next. Oh, light armors, dude. I'm never. Still taking a long time to get used to light armors. So it should be. Oh, we'll check it after this. Jaws, what's up, man? How you doing?
He got that close after getting 2 basically clean openers.
Yeah.
Wow.
A beautiful reposition here from Aslan. There's so many bullets being spammed across towards the wall that Aslan has that safety net to cover that jump across.
What I mean by NA buy, they always do this thing in the bonus where one person buys down to low, so then on their first buy it's going to be like 4 buy and 1 not. Right, pretty much exactly what you see here. Right, with this. Always in the bonus if one person dies. Well, not even one person, maybe if multiple people die. There's just this common theme in NA where someone overbuys in the bonus, and they have this into the first big buy. I've just seen it all the time in NA, so I just started calling it an NA buy. It must have been working in practice, and then everyone just started using it. Oh, that was so close. 30, 31, yeah, and it stopped his heal. He's still taking damage. The heal just hasn't been able to get anything off. Not that it does much, but
try to take some control and they find it.
Yeah, they have no chance to plant
here.
now.
Chance to put on the back foot here. BBL, a resurgence.
Damn, look at it all together as well. The util here from BBL was everything. Stopped the initial plant, then he got stuck on site, and then people were behind the wall. Yeah, they're calling a timeout for that. He's not. I wonder if it's just to change their original plant as well. So they tried to go for default plant and got instant denied. So maybe they're going to change up their plant on A. That feels like the most obvious timeout, but again, damn, he gets a. What the hell is that second kill? Is this Turkey's year? I mean, yeah. If not this year, then next year. Like they're approaching fast. They got the talent.
It is going to be the timeout. Yeah. Okay. Giants going to pump the brakes here. As the scoreline again so scrappy. The fact that we are tied up 8 apiece. It just feels.
Both teams' previous appearances here on Icebox, like I said,
we could be living in a world where I can't remember how many teams it is. Let me try and think. They said it was 33. They said it stopped at 42, right? So eventually we're gonna have a league with 42. So that's 4, right?
Those 2 freebies to open up the round.
4, 4, 4. Okay. There's a chance you see 4 Turkish teams.
Unfortunately, it's time that decides it.
There's honestly a chance you see 4 Turkish teams, one after each year, going up into franchising, into
13
PCT.
throughout, basically, for all of them. Turco just chilling. But again, every single player doing very nicely for themselves, all putting in a pretty across-the-board performance. Breaking the bank of Giants now. Sheriff's about all she wrote.
Yeah, 6. Well, it'll be 6 including them. Yeah. Right, that was a huge swing around that we were talking about having to. Let's see what Fatinho can do. He's bought a bit of an armor for this one, so he's hero play. They do have res if he wanted to just go for a dual top here. Recon goes middle, doesn't get shot. They have alarm bot as well, and they have early info. They might just overstack this. And especially with this wall, I'm pretty confident they're just going to feel so happy to have 4 people here.
You're talking about a full reset as well. If you look at the numbers. Some big ultimates as well.
Yeah, I don't even think it's like a... I don't even think it's like a question. I'm like really confident it's the best league.
Right place.
You have like a few other EMEA leagues where there's like a few good teams, but the Turkish league just has like again just 4 teams that could be here.
Fatinho was going to have that. Maybe one of these players on the platter, but no, Hoodie's just going to nab a rifle. Try and slip ahead.
That was all on that play. But again, Eco might as well go for those kind of plays.
Kushner snapping his wrist to find that kill.
What do you think of the Omen on Icebox? I like it. Do you know what? I kind of like... if I had a big mix of BBL's attack and 100 Thieves defense, then I'd really like it.
has a massive advantage.
I think there's like a good mix that you could do. It definitely works a lot better on LAN, right? Online, for online tournaments, you're going to hear a lot of the moves that they're trying to go for, whether it's like TP here, or whatever. Like, you're going to hear them. But on LAN, I'm telling you, I'm seeing some of the stuff that Omens are doing, especially in EMEA. I don't know if this sounds worse or something than it's ever been, but some of the moves I'm seeing these Omens do is crazy, and they're getting away with it all the time. So yeah, I think it's definitely gets a bit of a LAN boost in terms of the Omen.
We talked about how that ultimate can be problematic.
Nook just found Sushni. Where the hell?
Yeah,
there's 3 players to his... Oh my god, don't let him turn around. Okay.
They got the res as well, they can reset towards
yeah,
could just get 5 standing once again.
Could just res this.
It feels so bizarre here, seeing where they're currently standing. But
They take so much space, and they get the aggro Viper wall. Oh man, this might, they might just save, but they want to do damage.
What he wants out of this though? There's people defending it. Great shot. Res comes in. Oh my god, Cloud is insane. Individually, this man is putting up numbers.
He's
for Giants.
unbelievable.
What a beautiful audible to call as well.
So good.
I was saying, BBL had so much time and space to reset, take that, and Giants rip it all away from them. That immediate decision making. They see
He's
through on
so
the flank,
consistent
they know the weakness
as well.
lies behind screens or rafters. Fantastic stuff.
Beautiful work.
Big plays.
Yeah, all the time.
Well,
What's he on now? He must have a really high score as well.
Wait. 5 HP.
Wow.
Big round from Giants.
He's on 23 to 12. Damn,
to get
dude.
that one on the board.
And he just read it so well.
Yep.
Waited so patiently for this. And it wasn't like it was just that one player trying to defend it.
That's crazy. That
Sage
third
the
kill
res.
there.
So
No,
many
it's technically. No, yeah, it is the third kill there, right? That was nice.
Because as you noted earlier on, though, that could have spiraled so much of the downfall for Giants from that.
Right, in terms of the money, yeah, it's still light armor mania coming in. Still pretty good.
Braves ult. Obviously, the res used out. Sushni and Turco are a little closer now, and some aggression here on the side of BBL. Not sure if it's
Sova's diff. I mean, we've got him and Leo. It's true.
Giants able to navigate their way back towards B main without taking any damage.
No, something spooked them enough. They didn't like what they heard there. As we can see, it was the correct call. There was that much deeper attempt at aggression from Q.
Did this Sova just get info? I think this Sova just got info here. I wasn't too... I didn't fully see it. With how they're all rotating, I really think that Sova got info as well for this.
Try and clear towards sight.
Curious here if Brave's actually going to put his pit out early on. Backed all the way into connector, but with no progress towards sandwich and no real pressure coming through just yet. It's curious how this is going to pan out.
Yeah,
it's all to get space and clear Snowman. Damn, I like the idea. What a crazy round in terms of trades. Everyone did pretty good. I like the idea from Giants here. What like a sick round in terms of not to watch, but just like everyone trading out. Like everyone traded out. Everyone did their job in this one. This was a wild one. I think that literally went like this the whole kill feed.
That's what I'm thinking. Is he backed away here to put the Viper's pit in, deny some space from Giants, but that doesn't happen, and almost a completely free Hunter's Fury here because
literally did.
Really
this was just nice Valorant by everyone.
Nobody's slowing Giants down, so as soon as that Hunter's Fury gets post, Cloud can just call, yeah guys, keep pushing. Which is why I think we see the wall invested
so one person
deep,
can't buy
and
into this round.
throwing themselves towards danger.
Yeah, that really put me off even seeing it. But at 9 to 10 now, somehow BBL take that advantage back. I thought we might have seen Giants building, but again, though, I do have to keep in mind that some of these rounds from Giants have been a bit of a gift from Cloud, if anything. I mean, the guy's clutched up several times. He's done so much. He's on 24 kills. He's head and shoulders above the rest here. If we're looking at consistency, BBL have taken that round
that's very true.
in regard to the rounds on this half. So
we still got the main event coming up.
Reclaiming what was potentially theirs already, and a pump of the brakes. Giants deciding they want to maybe get a grip on this game because it's starting to slip away at this point.
BBL definitely looking a little more composed in the first half. Showing intent as well. I mean, talking about the three-man walk towards Nest in the previous. Whether or not Giants, like you said, just got a little spooked from
All right, give me the buy.
audio cue here and there. I was curious actually of what the purchase. Yeah, this.
Okay.
It's not
Better
lovely.
than I thought.
No,
Cricket,
This is
the
BBL
old
to
Liquid
hit
manager
level
used to
potentially,
love
and
cricket,
look at
so
that
I would
ult
see a
cycle.
lot of
Talk about
highlights,
having the
but I
advantage
wouldn't
a
watch a
couple
whole
rounds ago
game.
now.
But I don't mind watching like highlights and
Looking
stuff.
very comfortable.
But the game's too long for me, man.
The problem, you get that one snowball round where you can just dump everything. Giants, unfortunately, are relying on investing their ultimates to really swing rounds in their favor.
There's no
There is so many ults online. They pick up Orb, they get Killjoy on, but we also have a Killjoy ult that is literally, I'm pretty sure he's got it out reactively, potentially.
Last time, the lockdown didn't really amount to much, but
And they've been playing. They kind of played to let them get the orb, I'm pretty sure.
No, because the damage that came through towards Ryan
This is kind of interesting from BBL. I'm pretty sure they let them...
With no contact here, I think Nuki's actually either waiting for the Hunter's Fury to come out to use in the post line, and it comes too early here.
Yeah, they wanted them to get the orb, to get the orb.
On the other side, but there
Oh, the timing on that's crazy.
Lockdown coming in. Turco has found Rhyme again. Rough role for him to be in. Still continuing to back away.
One or two?
It's only one.
Maybe.
I don't know. One. Brilliant. Fatinho already down to super low 5 HP. This is now going to be hard work. They have the numbers, but do they have the ability to hold on to it? Viper's Pit going to be invested, but no tap on the spike just yet.
Well, they did just tap, actually. Immediately got
they
off
might.
Okay.
I mean, they kind of got to save.
Fall and the Viper's Pit will be removed.
Okay, so it's
I mean, they have to
save.
save.
So many people here. Yeah,
They're not going to win. This is weird. So like it was cool from BBL, and like they were definitely so fine giving them the orb, and then they wanted to win the round in terms of their ult on top of it. But then we had the Sova ult come in early, and then that ruined everything. Wait, yeah, because the Sova ult went in, he fired one shot, and then they put the Killjoy ult down, right?
Maybe they're asking them for the Viper's Pit to come down, but
yeah. But I liked it. It was kind of cool idea to let them get it. I'm pretty sure they thought they were going to ult here, and then they were going to ult back, but then they actually ended up taking the side itself, and then it all got a little bit weird. So it's still a nice round from Giants. Yeah, I like the plan from BBL, but I do think Turco maybe pulled the trigger on that a little bit too early.
On the back foot now. Another hero rifle.
Dude, and it makes them go down to eco. That's a huge mistake potentially.
With a couple of opportunities to spiral this game away, move it forward, and Kushna's in a whole lot of danger. Does get away with his life, but Brave will fall in the meantime. Fatinho's going to find his victim. Doesn't matter who it is. Now spike plant.
Got a plan for this as well? I mean, they can't. They do have a wall to retake, so there's at least a plan here to try and wall. Make enough pressure, but we've got 2 people on yellow, 3 people close now. Potentially called if they hadn't used the wall yet.
Nothing for it. This is really falling apart. This is not what I wanted to see, and not in the final moments, in the final hours of this map. This is going to be 11 for Giants, and I don't think that much is going to change that tail here. This is it.
See something magical here, but Rhyme shutting down Aslan makes it all the more difficult. I think even with Suchni's position, just waiting to play exits here, obviously.
Mini, what's up, Mini? How we doing?
Talking about fizzling out, and it appears BBL
got any for me?
To start
got any extra here?
Now.
No,
nothing
okay.
for Suchni on the exits either. Giants now hitting
It's 11. A very good round considering the money was so low. Buying for the rest of this.
Oh, your mind's back a couple of rounds ago. Didn't look like.
Yeah, buying for the rest of this. They get one more buy on top of this, and then honestly, they're gonna be buying down so low that this is like their best buy. So
sticks out to you,
yeah, it's a huge round for them.
It's a real sour note if they do lose this map. That's the round you look at and go, that could have been your snowball round. That could have been
if you're going to concede site entirely and put no pressure towards the plant, you have to anticipate they're going to have.
Man, it all fell apart on that one round. That's like the round that they go back on the VOD review and we're like, damn, we really messed this one up.
The lockdown basically gets negated by the fact they have an open plant because nobody has to stick around. Nobody has to prevent any progress back from BBL. And like I said, even then, if you have the Viper's Pit, make sure you've got the Sage Wall as well. These are really simple things to fix. And if it's the plan from the get-go, then it's just mismanaged.
That's the frustrating part, because they're going to potentially watch their game fizzle away. This is why there's a timeout now. They've tried to, I don't know, get a grip on this game again. But
yeah, on Na'Vi
like
beforehand.
In this half, overall, BBL were playing the better
Liquid.
game. Yes, Giants were disruptive. Yes, we had a cloud.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. They need more time in theory.
The real pointy end of the stick.
I still really didn't like how they approached at least loads us. I thought the Haven approach was a little bit better, but I still don't like how they approach the defensive lotus. I don't think that was that was not the play in my books, how they approached it.
So it's a very similar setup once again. Kushner even toying with the idea of
interesting.
There,
they were tempted to go early here.
Maybe called off it.
Like we were he at least had the lineup for the TP on top of this.
All there, trying to do it in super deep towards A.
I mean, it's pulled Kushner already.
Happy to respond.
Okay, so we're going to fake a lot of pressure over towards B, and then that's... Okay, I only saw one though, but I'm pretty sure he had an extra shot. Still a weird duel and timing going over towards B here, so we'll keep an eye on the luck, but we're going to see Fnatic plant.
All going up now. Very quickly punished, but it's Nuki to find the kill behind it. No challenge from Aslan on the back of this. Turco just forced into a position. Again, as soon as they
Luck
pressure
is still here. Might hear this.
Actually lose the advantage.
Viper should kill Viper.
Respond, though.
Hoodie is still a mile away, by the way. Don't know what Aslan.
And I think that was it. I think that was the round right there, especially with the luck coming in.
Nuki as well.
Okay, I'm about to look over here. Dude, chat, how many have they lost in a row? It is 3, right?
Well, that's not bad. Sushi's going to find Nuki.
Okay, let's wait.
2 more. Fatinho replies in kind, and now he's just going to try and buy time. Allow for it. Shot from Fatinho.
Oh.
Fades away.
Disgusting from Fatinho.
Stunner of a shot. Giants are up to 12.
Nice. Okay, 2 chances.
So much pressure there.
Okay, yeah, they had 2-9. 3 in a row, so 2-9 on top of this, but they pretty much all bought down, so yeah, it's going to be a rough buy.
Again, you show 2 rifles as a Phantom and a Vandal that shoot that recon over towards B. I think that's where Giants think, yeah, we've got the advantage here. Like, we already have the advantage in timing. And that's where ultimately you want to see BBL clear B main. Get through there, like, faster.
Nearly cast it. I wasn't even worried, man. It was so fine. Okay, 2 chances to close this one out. Again, like we said, buy is relatively low. There's a lot of util missing.
Does Kushner get his fight this time? He's been desperate for it. Aslan almost caught up on the retreat, but Kushner is still here. Still standing. Fatinho is up for the fight and wins it. That's Kushner gone.
Oh my, 27 HP he survives that on. That was nearly the round done. They have a res. Do they have a plan for it? There's no one in range to even make a plan.
With the pressure coming through, Aslan has to try and ride that heel all the way in backside. Early progress
in terms of this, that is going to be pretty hard to use Aslan's res, especially when he's low HP. So that one might be a little bit difficult. And it looks like Giants know that they can just make sure that they don't give him away into trying to get the res here. That's res down.
Good trade for Turco.
An absolute nightmare. I mean, Giants can't lose this now, really. This is the only thing that can do it. Hoodie... Wait, where are we? Brave doesn't have his smoke for this as well, so Alarm Bot is in range.
Oh man, the position gets seen. They're going to know he's on that flank. It's lost all that validity to it. Sushni and him need to work in perfect tandem. Yeah, he takes one down,
yeah, at least we had an extra swing on this.
Like a failed attempt here.
This is nice. This is a cool game. Do you know what, chat? All came down to that one round, right? That I don't want to. Again, I hate to be the person that says that it was all because of one mistake, but honestly, that Sova ult into that round, I think that really cost it.
I gotta say, just
that was the biggest round. That was a huge swing round.
It's, you know, being thrown off the game plan or what for BBL, but even this last example here,